boards come and go, things change, people make great arguments, they have good attorneys, who knows? Your best bet is to have as much in that comprehensive plan as you possibly can. That being said, I just want to thank you for your time and giving the public an opportunity to be heard on this, and I want to thank you all very much for doing what you can to provide the best plan for Orient and recognize the difficult, juggling that you have going on here. So I think,
just to answer that briefly, we did have the discussion about SHTH this morning at the work session. So that's an ongoing discussion that we are working on as far as the town doing SHTH.
Okay.
And you spoke about being a health department employee and about zone changes. It was only a couple of years ago that this board of well-intentioned, good people voted a zone change to put 22 units on 7 acres, and the health department approved the septic systems, and it was on a county-designated special groundwater protection area. So whatever kind of plans you have in place sometimes don't always work out.
Right. And
Let me point out that was originally proposed for 36 units on 7 acres. We tried to scale it back.
Yeah.
So you can get the fire trucks in and out if you had to.
Again, and the best tool, I realize nothing's perfect, the best tool you have is a strong comprehensive plan that gives you the best ammunition, and even in those cases, you may end up against the wall. But in any case, the more that you, and now that the town is doing a comp plan, it's a perfect time, to put Orient to the front of the line maybe and just start working on that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Bill Gibbons. I live in Orient Point. I'm not a scientist. I'm not an expert on anything. But I do know that I have really, really lousy water, and I want public water. When I moved in and had my water tested, the health department told me, do not drink the water. They said that pregnant women, small children, people with compromised immune systems, people that are undergoing chemotherapy treatments, nobody should be drinking that water. And I just want to say that I'm really puzzled by a lot of the comments from some of these people. I know their intentions are good, and I know they have their reasons for doing it, but I have to disagree with most of them. I've always felt that it's the elected officials have the obligation to provide health and safety to the community. And I think by not approving, if you do approve it or not, the pipeline, then it's just going to continue the way it is. My real estate value will go down. I'd have better fire protection. I may be able to get a sprinkler system installed in the house. If the pipeline don't come, I can't do any of that. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hello, thank you for allowing me to talk. My name is Michael Delano. My wife and I have a house on the causeway near Dam Pond. I have two things to say. First, my wife's a physician. She read over the 1999 report. She's a kidney specialist, and she deals with patients who dialyze themselves at home. So she knows water quality very well. She says reverse osmosis systems, really high quality ones, will handle all the problems that she read about in that report. I don't know what the tests of other people have turned up. Our water quality seems to be fine. The second thing I want to raise is that is the environmental impact of this whole thing. As I understand it, to get stimulus funds, you must abide by what's called NEPA, National Environmental Policy Act, which was passed in 1969, which requires a review. And it sounds like this is going to take place. Dam Pond is about 100 acres. I live right near it. I know it backwards. I've been on it probably 1,000, 2,000 times in the last 20 years. It's got 130 million gallons of water in it, and in the course of a year, something like a billion gallons of salt water flow into it and out of it because of the tides, and all of it through that narrow channelway at the beginning of the causeway, at the western end of the causeway. Underneath that little channelway is where the water main is going to pass. I wonder what the environmental impact is going to be on that. Let me add to that. I wonder about the structural integrity of this water line. If you look at projections with global warming, melting ice caps, melting glaciers, it's projected that sea levels will rise by 1 foot in the next 75 years. That's going to put enormous stress on that water pipe.